The chocolate frosting clung to my fingers when I first heard it, her scream. Not the scream of pain, not fear, a different sound, a sound I had once mistaken for love. I froze, spatula in hand, cake half finished, and turned toward the baby monitor on the counter, the nursery cam. At first, I didn't want to look, but something inside me pushed. A knot in my chest told me the truth before I even touched the screen. There they were, her, my wife, and my own brother, in the room where my child should have been sleeping. I didn't shout, didn't drop the spatula, didn't even blink. I just stood there, watching the last pieces of my old life collapse into silence. We built this house together, laughed while painting the walls. She whispered forever into my ear the night we brought our baby home. I believed her. God help me, I believed her. And my brother, blood of my blood, the one who helped me move furniture into this very house, the man who toasted my wedding with words about loyalty, family, and love. That night, in one flash of grainy black and white footage, everything sacred turned rancid. At first, there was pain, a hollow ache that clawed at my ribs. I nearly confronted them, nearly stormed in. But rage without precision is weakness, and weakness is what they counted on. So I swallowed my scream. And in its place, I planted something sharper. I would not rage. I would not cry. I would plan. Days became reconnaissance. I copied the nursery cam footage onto a private drive. I checked phone records. I tracked messages. Piece by piece, the pattern unfolded. This wasn't one mistake. It was a routine. And I waited. I set traps in silence. My finances rerouted. The deed to the house shifted into my name alone. Custody papers drafted, locked in my drawer. Every move made in shadows, where neither of them could see. Then came the final touch, a jar of pepper cream, harmless to the skin, unbearable anywhere intimate. On her birthday, I smiled. I cooked. I decorated the cake. She kissed me on the cheek as if she hadn't betrayed me. I kissed her back. My hands steady, my heart ice. While she showered, I rubbed the cream into the lace of her underwear, carefully, thoroughly. Then I placed them back where she'd left them. The party was set for the evening. Family, friends, even my brother who texted me earlier promising to bring her flowers. By the time guests arrived, she was shifting uncomfortably in her dress. I watched her smile fade, watched her movements grow stiff. Minutes later, she grabbed my arm, eyes wide with panic. "My V is on fire," she whispered. "Drive me to the hospital, please." I looked at her, calm, cold. "I'm too busy to drive you," I said. "Ask my brother." When all the relatives had gathered, when wine was poured and laughter filled the room, I stood. "I want to show something," I said, remote in hand. The TV flickered. The nursery cam footage rolled. Gasps. Silence. My brother's face drained white. My wife screamed. "It's a deepfake!" she shrieked, clutching at her burning body, desperate for a lifeline. I laughed, a sound I hadn't heard from myself in weeks. "Then show them the blisters," I said. Every eye turned on her, on him. She collapsed into sobs. He muttered excuses. The room reeked of shame. And me? I stood taller, freer. By the next morning, the papers were signed. She left with nothing but her clothes and her humiliation. My brother stopped answering calls. His reputation scorched beyond repair. The house was mine. The child safe in my arms. Sometimes I think back to that night, the cake half finished, the scream echoing from the monitor. I remember who I was before I pressed play. A man who believed in family, in loyalty, in promises. That man is dead. What remains is stronger, colder, untouchable. Justice wasn't served in court. It was served in whispers, in silence, in pepper cream, in the flicker of a monitor screen. They burned, and I watched. And when it was done, I smiled, finally tasting the sweetness of the cake I never finished.